All right, so you've met some of the runners as well.
Yeah.
Have we talked about them yet?
Well, I mean, I've talked to you about Lucy, who's the one who was running Southampton who got stabbed. And I talked to you about the Mummy Mule who was going to Southampton. There was another very the dinner lady I was telling you about at the beginning. Her son was a runner, and that was an interesting story because, I mean, she's just she had a normal family, lived in a sleepy village, near to, in sort of Yorkshire, not particularly near to any major towns actually. And Harrogate was the nearest town. And her son just started going missing.
Mm.
And these are the kind of telltales. Obviously, that's pretty shocking sign. But she was saying he just became a little bit more detached to start with. And he'd be going down the skate park and he'd be kind of hanging out there, but she wasn't sure why he was hanging out there. And obviously it turned out that he met some guys who were coercing him, suggesting he would, should go and make a few deliveries and that sort of thing. And he then just started going missing. And so she'd be going out at night looking for him. And then one night, he'd been missing for about 3 or 4 days. And it was like near Christmas. This is a young kid. And why would a kid go missing over Christmas? And he'd been sleeping under this bridge and he was absolutely out of his face on drugs. And she found him and she was in the car and he basically just tried to push the car. It was absolutely wired up. She describes this literally kind of jumping out, trying to push the bonnet. And eventually she had to kind of get him moved away. So she got him sent to another part of the country in order to kind of get away from this. But of course, if you're in that mentality by then it's quite difficult. But they did manage to, through a pupil referral unit, because obviously he got kicked out of school, but through a pupil referral unit, work with him and turn his life around. And
really?
I think,
wow.
And I think, it's like a lot of these kids, and when I meet them, really what they want is a bit of opportunity. They just, this is just the opportunity that presents itself to them, right? And I said to her, what was the thing, that helped him? She said, well, he was really into fashion. And, the thing that he liked about the drug thing was, well, maybe he could afford to buy himself some good clothes. But when we, showed him that actually he could even maybe work in the fashion industry if he just kind of, did certain things in his studies, he got an apprenticeship with someone, and that's all he needed. He just needed that opportunity. And he's a smart kid. And most of the kids I meet who do this, that's really what they want.